Today is Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. Bitcoin block height 884,338. Transaction fees 3 sats per VByte, low, medium, and high priority. About 10,000 unconfirmed transactions in the mempool. Bitcoin USD price down a little bit today, down to 95,441. 94-hour high was 96,730. 24-hour low was 95,075. Bitcoin Spaces protocol up to 787 registers and 1.23 Bitcoin burned. Spaces in auction, SYS, ROC, XP, DE, DM, IQ. CIS can be claimed, but still open for bidding. Also saw some interesting yesterday. This DM was going for around 70,000 Satoshis. Then somebody bid 72,000 Satoshis. Then somebody came over the top with an 8. But it wasn't 80,000 Satoshis. It was 800,000 Satoshis. So I wonder if that was a fat finger or if they were just like, yo, let's end this auction. DM, I won it. So they took it from 72,000 Satoshis to 800,000 Satoshis. I think it was a fat finger. I think it was an extra zero added. It was supposed to be 80,000 Satoshis, but they bid it all the way up to 800,000 Satoshis. It's a good one though, DM. Maybe they did it on purpose. Not 100% sure. I still think it was a fat finger. Recent Spaces actions, a bunch of bids. IPZK, Vegan, Dunk, Jade, Hex, OP, Jack, and DB. Hot one right here, ZK. 25 bids on it. Up to 260,000 Satoshis. This one is getting a ton of attention. Upcoming rollouts, Lily, Vegan, Hex, Mix, Wafu, Logos, 1337, Cabin, Real, and Org. Let's take a look here and see what rolled out last. Oh, we got a bunch of transfers here. The last rollout was APT, FYI, AT, Nike, GPS, Air, Nova, Vector, Green, and BT. Let's take a look here at the Spaces Marketplace. Spaces.market. Have we had any sales? I don't think we've had any sales just yet, but we do have a new listing here. Ape for 5 Bitcoin. Still, 5 Bitcoin is the most expensive space here. We got Ape, Doge, Blur. And that's it here. The cheapest ones, we got 0.05 Bitcoin, DA, 0.069 Bitcoin Pump, and that's it. So haven't seen any sales yet. Not sure exactly where the marketplace is gonna stay or what the floor is gonna be. There's probably gonna be different floors, you know, the 2 digits, the 1 digits, the 3 digits, 4, 5, whatever. The high names, the good names, the categories, you know, Spaces. Spaces are, what do they say they are here? No? All right, let's take a look at the paper. I think it says it in the paper. No. All right, I think it says in the docs. Yes. Welcome. So the Spaces are community identifiers. Think of them as top-level domains such as .com, .org, and .net. So this is the main keyword right here. Community identifiers. So that's got me thinking like categories, you know, like Reddit, subreddits, the categories. So yes, they are top level domains like .com, .org, .net, but like that's old. That's old. That's super old. .com, .org, .net. I would be actually surprised, believe it or not, if those legacy top level names are actually valuable in the Bitcoin spaces, because the Bitcoin spaces is just so much more than .com, .org, .net, right? That's old. That's crappy. You could be way more descriptive. You can have cars, right? At cars. So it could just be a group of cars enthusiasts. You can even be more descriptive than that and be even more specific and be like Ford Mustangs or just Mustangs, or if there's a nickname or some name that they call Mustangs, you know, I don't know, like Corvettes, but they don't really call them Corvettes. They call them vets. So maybe a vet, something like that, you know, I don't know. Or like volleyball, football, or they're just very specific niche communities I think are going to be very valuable, but also broad communities too. So you might say like NFL for like football, but that's a small niche community. And that one already went, actually, I saw. And then you might say like sports, which is more wide range, broader. And that one actually went too already on Spaces. But I could see both of those working for different reasons. So I don't think .com, org, and net are going to be popular. I think more of the community identifiers that actually label your community as something, because .com is nothing. It's super duper broad, and I don't think it's going to be popular because it's too broad. I think having something broad like sports, there was another one that went too, science, right? I think that's broad enough, but not overly broad. That could be used, science, like a science community. And then specific ones like volleyball or whatever the volleyball specific league is. I don't know what it is. That's why I say like NFL. I saw that one. That's football league in America. And then even FIFA. I haven't seen FIFA go yet, but that could be something. That's football for the rest of the world, right? So it's soccer in America. I don't know why that happened, why those words are soccer and football. That's strange, but whatever. Two parts of the world has it listed differently. But I think it's going to be huge. There's so much room for these community identifiers. You can have your own little niche. You can have it in a broad space. And only 3,600 roll out a year. So they are going to be super rare. I'm hoping somebody picks this up with some notoriety or some sort of following and actually looks into it. I've been posting on Twitter, trying to get people to look into it and figure it out. People are saying, yeah, you know, I'm looking into it. Really, nobody has said, oh, that sucks. People have given their feedback, but it hasn't been overly positive or overly negative. Mainly, it's just been, I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, never heard of that shit. So they're saying, all right, I'm going to look into it. And hopefully they do, and somebody comes out and says, yo, this is actually freaking good. I like this. This is great. We have Bitcoin for money. We have Nostr for communication, and now we have Spaces for naming, right? Because Nostr, right? Primal.net, it's centralized. Yes, the technology behind it, Nostr, is good, but the naming itself is bad. And even like your Twitter handles, your Nostr usernames, domain names, usernames, Bitcoin wallet addresses, it just makes a ton of sense. I'm looking at a webpage now, spacesprotocol.org. I'm not typing in a numerical IP address to get to this website. Google.com. You type in human readable names that translate to an IP address. And it just makes sense. If Bitcoin's going to be the world money, the world network, that we're going to have some sort of DNS, domain name server, some sort of resolution that's going to change a BC1 Bitcoin address into a human readable name. So that's why I'm hyped up about this. I think this is a big deal, and we're super early. It's pretty awesome that we're here now. We're super duper early. And I just posted a video recently about what Warren Buffett said. Somebody had said something where, I'm going to butcher it, but whatever he said was, you know, the way to get rich is to find a place in the market or something, right? Look it up. Find something in the market that you have knowledge of that the market, the social network hasn't picked up yet. So you've done research, you think it's important, you recognize it, but the world hasn't caught up yet. That's Bitcoin, right? So that's Bitcoin as a money, but that's starting to get caught up. People are starting to figure that out. But now we're at the forefront in the beginning, the very beginning of naming on Bitcoin. Super exciting. So all the links below if you're interested, spacesprotocol.org. Catch y'all tomorrow. Later.